Hello everyone, and welcome back to Saying Things Down Explained. Today I'll be reviewing all the videos from July until now, and talk about some fan theories. So, let's get started. And he is here. Std has arrived from the train ride to wherever he was headed, and the footage seems to be distorting. I'm not sure whether it's only camera distortion or real-life distortion, but I believe it's simply camera distortion caused by him. In the description he writes, "He did it. Damage is minimal. Time to head downtown." The message is cryptic at first, but it makes sense looking back at Std's previous video, where he says that everything is in the fate of Fruitings. The big thing that Fruitings did can be traced back, again, to his final Season 1 video, in which he throws the apple at the train station roof, which was the quote-unquote gateway between worlds. When Fruitings did it must have opened the gate, allowing Std to escape from the train's loop. I'll play the full video here. That song, that damn song. The same song from Std's videos, the same song that appears whenever him is doing something. When the apple opened the gateway, the song played. When Std was riding the train, the song played. With the blue chair, the song played. With the doll, the song played. This song represents him in manifestation. In Twin Towns, Std's hand is behaving abnormally, a sign that him is near. In the description, Std writes, "Something I've always found interesting about Temple is how the people pair it with a neighboring town, Belton. Right now, I'm in downtown Belton. The tunnels are around here, though there's too many officers right now to enter. I'm going to have to come back later today, as the Belton parade has packed the streets with thousands of witnesses." Here we see more of his plan take form. Somehow he needs to use the tunnels to get to him, and he can't do it right now because there's lots of people in the streets. Something tells me this is going to happen at night, and we see it in the next video. In caught on film, Std's hands begin to act abnormally again, and he turns around and we see lots of camera distortion on the screen. There's what appears to be a hooded figure in the middle, but I can't tell whether it's just part of the landscape or actual footage of him. The description reads, "The footage here contains my findings from last night. Real-life footage of him and his current manifestation. He seems to be blending in well. I don't know how much longer I have. The 30th of July, 2018 is the exact day I need to make my move. Soon, he will be all mine." So, Std has given us a date in which he's going to carry out his plan. In setting down my life, Std comes to the realization that this will be his last video he makes. It seems that he has fully regained his cognitive skills and memory now. We finally hear his voice as he explains that as of recording he has 4 days left, and his mission to defeat him is underway. He tells us that he went back and looked through all of his old videos, and remembers most of them, as of he was in his most primitive state. However, he also says that very specific details have been forgotten, such as the hand. He swears he would have remembered it, but he can't come to picture it in his mind. Finally, he tells us that he's not who he once was. He then picks up the camera, and that's the last we see of Std. This explanation leads me to believe that Std has been through multiple states, as he puts it, of existence. His most primitive state was when he simply set things down, but over time he slowly built a memory and a more cognitive mind. It makes sense if you think back at all of his old videos, but it still leaves a question. Is Std human? I'm not sure. From what we've learned, maybe not, because he has multiple states of existence, but there simply isn't enough evidence. In the description, he writes, "If the video airs, then everything went well, but I did not survive. If it does not get published, however, something went terribly wrong. I wish I could try to bring my camera to film him, but I won't have enough time to fiddle with the camera. I need to worry about going in and getting the job done. I hope you all understand. It has been a pleasure getting to hear all of your kind words." So, he's setting off to defeat him and save the world. We never see what happens, but we know it's unsuccessful because there's no video uploaded on the 30th. The next video is uploaded on August 13th, 15 days after the promised schedule, in which whoever is holding the camera returns to where Std set things down in his first videos. At first, we don't know whether it's him or Std holding the camera, but it's most likely him due to all the video and audio distortion we see. We can also make an accurate guess as to where the place is. It's the home of Josh Salazar, because Std has explained earlier that it was his mission to return to the home of Josh Salazar, where it all started, to defeat him. In the description we have some code. Upon using a simple Caesar cipher code, I wasn't able to find any reasonable translation. The closest thing I got was RSEOSUELT, which sort of sounds like result. On November 11th, nearly 2 months later, Fruitings uploads a montage of Drive-By Fruitings Season 1. In the description he says, "Season 2 premieres this Friday night, November 16th, 2018 at 10 o'clock p.m. EST. Get some pizza and fish sticks, or whatever else you like to munch on, as I will be posting 8 videos that night. I would like to thank you all for support in finding my apple. I have finally decided to come back to my passion after hiding in fear of others stealing my fruit. But no more, I am back. You can expect videos from me daily after the premiere." And daily videos is what we get. He uploads 8 videos on the November 16th, all of him at the beach throwing the apple around. One of the videos, titled "Losing My Mind at the Sea," struck me almost immediately after seeing it. There's obviously a meaning here. So if he is losing his mind, he knows that he is, and he drops hints about it. If he's losing his mind, I think it is him doing this to Fruitings. I just don't know how to prove it. Fruitings seldom gives us information about anything, and most of the theories I've made about him have come from guesswork. But to be frank, most of my theories about Fruitings have turned out to be true, so I'm probably going to stick with my guesswork for this one. The question says, "I think the evidence has mounted. Consider this. We know he is the keymaster. The apple is the key to the door. So if he holds the apple of Discord / Dark Tower, he's standing in the middle of all realities. That has to wreak some kind of hell on the psyche. I agree with this theory. It's the most probable reason why Fruitings could be losing his mind. All this power is getting to his head." Around the same time, Std uploads Starting the Vlog series, in which we meet a seemingly new character who claims to be someone named Cabe D. He claims to have just recently found this phone and that he wishes to start a vlog series. In the video, he shows us where he lives, which is the same exact loft where Std was being held and trying to get out from the previous videos. He also shows us some train tracks in the backyard from previous Std videos, meaning that this is not a new person, merely Std with his memory erased from the fight with him. Or it really is a new person, but somehow he's where Std used to live, meaning he's hiding something from us. We'll just have to see. In PIF 62, Fruitings watches a train go by on the same exact tracks from the previous Std video. This means that Fruitings is very, very close to where Std is currently, and they're going to have another run-in very, very soon. Now I've collected some fan theories from you guys as to what's going on in the Std universe. The question says, "I stand by he's the keymaster, and the apple is the golden apple of Discord, the key to the door to the multiverse. I have another theory. He is possibly the good elder god. Him, I speculate, is an elder god, ancient in respect to the universe of first being. There has to be an equivalent for good, Maturin. That's Fruitings. It is possible if you follow this line of thinking that he's weakened by the tipping of the cosmic scales to evil. Perhaps weakened to the point of not knowing his true nature, as Std is unaware of who he is. This is a pretty smart theory, and it connects a lot of the things happening in the Std universe. It also would explain Std and Fruitings' insanity. Perhaps his descent into madness is actually his true nature returning. Him says, my theory for STD and fruitings. STD has lost his memory and has now found the phone he used to make setting things down videos with. And I think now we'll get to see how and why he started to make them in the first place as the cycle continues. For fruitings, I think he still has his memories, but he doesn't want to have the apple anymore since carrying around has a lot of responsibility. Or it could be because the last time he used it to throw at the train station roof, him appeared, and he's scared of that happening again. But the apple won't go away, no matter how hard he tries to shoo it away, so he takes it and is now seeking for a way to fully get rid of it, which he might have succeeded at when throwing it at the metal fence, but I think it's likely it'll show up again soon. Again, another theme with the cycle. It's this continuous cycle. Every time he tries to get rid of the apple, it always comes back. This theory makes a lot of sense. It involves the cycle theory, which predicts that each time something paranormal happens to STD, the cycle repeats itself. For example, STD went from making simple setting things down videos in his original room to then escaping and wandering around the city. However, he's put back in a different room and trapped to make more setting things down videos, and the cycle of videos repeats. Currently, the cycle is just repeated. After STD's fight with him, the cycle repeated back at the house he started in. Based on how this cycle has went, we will see Cade, the new person, get trapped somewhere only to eventually escape. We'll have to see what happens. That's all I have for this video. I'm very excited for the new STD and fruitings videos that are going to come out soon. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.